look at this very bright faceplate. That is the illuminated faceplate of Isatum's yellow moon.
Wow. Okay.
Notice where it is. Notice where the sun is. The sun is to the lower left. Nothing else could be there. And look how intensely brightly yellow that is.
Wow.
That is way brighter than we ever see Nepacity base core. So that is the faceplate. The shell, it looks like a shield. It looks like a crab shell in front of Isatum's yellow moon.
Look at that.
I did not know that.
See how bright that illumination?
Yeah.
Look at that. Now can you see the shell and the shield?
Yes.
That's the
that
difference
is really
between the
cool.
illuminated base cloud of Nepacity and the illuminated faceplate base cloud of Isatum's yellow moon. And if you look on placement where that is versus the sun, it all matches. And look how brightly yellow that is. There's not a hint of green in there anywhere. Not the three rings that would normally be with their base cloud of Nepacity. You're seeing these micro rings and this slightly elevated crab shell base exterior of the base cloud of Isatum's yellow moon. Yeah, that's the ion tail of Isatum's yellow moon right there.
That's what I thought.
And that big blue area there above on the left-hand side is Isatum. And Nibiru is farther over to the right out of the shot. So we're looking at a very large planet, Isatum. She's gotten huge.
Beautiful.
And it should be red as hell, but it's blue because it's that close to us. And we found over the years.
Clouded? Sorry.
Well, Isatum doesn't have much of an atmosphere.
Okay.
Yeah.
It really doesn't have much. I imagine it has some major base cloud that we have been unable to become familiar with because of the overall effects of the moons that Isatum has. And we believe there are three, but the predominant one is the very large Isatum's yellow moon, which is what does most of the ion tail, which you're staring at. That is the wraparound ion tail, which goes on both sides of planet Isatum. And this is a hardcore example of it. And I love it. And this is, of course, at sunset. And it is on the right-hand side, which means it's in the northwest sky at sunset.
Wow.
So we know exactly
like your
what
drawings
it is.
too.
Yep.
It's perfect.
I was trying to back up here a little bit. I wanted to see to the left of our sun so what is that Nepacity? Those,
Yeah.
And behind it, below it, below the base cloud of Nepacity, you see another fingered base cloud of a very prominent, thick.
Yeah.
And that is Saru.
Oh.
That's her very thick, rounded base cloud. Yeah.
It cut out. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Wow. Okay. So we got Nepacity in front of Saru, beside Isatum's moon in front of Isatum.
Yep. And you look in the upper right corner here, you can see Isatum's yellow moon.
Yeah.
And then just above the A, you see that illuminate. Can you just hop back one skip?
Yeah, there's
Down
the
at the
yellow moon
bottom,
right there.
Down at the bottom, right by where the sea trail is leading out of, is where the lead asteroid is, right there.
Okay. Wow.
And then somewhere in the mix over to the right should be the green asteroid.
I backed up too far. We'll get back.
The
is that an asteroid? I didn't even get to ask you that.
The dragon that's come to eat us, or the skeleton.
Right.
Hey, I wonder if this is the skeleton.
Creepy.
Remember the guy with the? Yeah, this is always in front of the asteroid. It always looks like death wearing a hood with a sigh. The skeleton.
Oh my
These are
gosh.
the doom. If we go off of science and we talk about stuff that we've cited over the years, there has been this predominant reaper that has been flying in front of the base clouds of the Dan asteroid and all of that ahead of them. We don't talk about it a lot, but I mean, it freaking looks like a reaper, like the Grim Reaper flying, and we've got 10 or 12 or 15 or 20 absolute sightings of this cloud-like skeleton picture over the last 10 years that, we talk about it, we hint about it, but I mean, it's not science, but that's what it looks like. Yeah, it's been creepy, and I mean, there's people that are talking about this as Wormwood, the destroyer, or you could also call it Apophis. And there's, it's been chalked down by many cultures throughout the centuries. So, do the homework, look into this stuff, and don't take my word for it. But we've captured some stuff that we, sometimes barely want to talk about publicly because it's just too freaky. And we don't want people, running for their closets or hiding in their basement. But this shit is real and it's happening, and people need to be aware. That's why we all do our homework and we study so hard to make sure that we're accurate, so what we're sharing with you each week. Look at that. That is light shining underneath Urri. And right there, just on the left-hand side, you're seeing the Tan asteroid coming straight down. Yeah.
Wow.
Looky, here comes the asteroids. The Wormwood, the Destroyer, the Apophis, the whatever you want to call it. We call it the Salamander asteroid group underneath Urri. There it is. This is your close past crap that you need to worry about. Look at the size of the big round object on the left. That is the Tan asteroid.
Wow.
And then Big Sister is beside it. Lorraine and Pappy are around it as well. And all the other shit behind it. And up to the farther left off camera here is where the skull asteroid is. Thank you, Alexander.
Absolutely. Those were great.
Yeah,
For
that's
sure.
the bottom of
All
your
right.
Tan asteroid. I was saying it's really, really big right now. And there, at the end, we get an example of it. It's huge. It's huge.
That
It's
was part
scary.
one.
And that should discharge if it gets close to Earth. That thing will have a lightning storm from hell